What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Death Fresh Show. It is I'm off camera right now because I'm actually working on some stuff for Hopefully Awkward, so you won't see me. But I am joined today by my partner in crime. I just wanted to make sure he finished up his delectable dinner.
I'm hungry.
You're not wrong. His delectable dinner.
It's delicious.
Before are those Aloha bars?
They are aloha bars.
You fancy than a motherfucker.
Look, I got my Hawaiian set. Because this is where the fuck I want to be. I want to be in Hawaii.
You want to be an islander so bad. And we are continuing on the path of
Women who pie.
yeah. During International Women's Month. Juan got the button, so I don't. He just didn't
I
feel
know,
like,
that's why I said
he just didn't feel like clapping you down on that one. So yeah,
We gotta get a chick with a butt clap.
You know what? Not today.
maybe when we move into the new space.
Yeah.
Because that way when we move to the new space, if you in one particular room, you know the show gonna be ratchet. That's the goal. Like I want to have 3 separate spaces where each space, it's a vibe. Like if you see Kurt Franklin on the wall, you know this is a peaceful space. This is a happy space.
No.
This is a happy.
No. Not if it's a Kurt Franklin picture.
Right.
He might be. He does have some plies in him. So let's not forget.
We all know it's the same person. You never seen Kurt and Plies in the same place. It's the same person.
Just how you never seen Michael and Latoya in the same place.
Same place. It's like
Have you?
It's Clark Kent and the glasses all over.
Have
again.
you?
I think we have.
I've never seen Michael and Latoya on the same camera.
I was gonna say I don't think you're going to right now.
No, even when he was walking the earth.
They did have some stuff.
I ain't never Google it.
But we are
Google the picture. Show me.
I will show you because you know I love Google. Google is my friend.
Google Earth is free, and it's a funny place to be when you high.
Yeah.
Cause you could it's literally just like Google Maps without all the extra street direction shit. So you really just be out here seeing the world as is, as it happened in that moment. But we are actually joined today by, I don't even know if I can call her a guest anymore. Actually, I can't. She's fucking family at this point. One half of the Backyardigans. If you've never heard the term or where it came from, definitely make sure you check out Hopefully Awkward. Where her and her other half.
Photoshop.
There is no photo.
Oh,
there was no Photoshop back then.
Nah.
Photoshop in
they
the
did
60s.
that now.
You could tell a touch up.
Yeah.
You could tell an age photo.
Yeah, you can tell. Like there's ones out like that's clearly them.
Yeah.
That's like
that
Christmas.
One looks fake.
That one does look fake. I ain't gonna hold you on that. But like
but
this that one right there.
The Fro Mike don't look fake.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
round about 97.
Michael is Latoya. Latoya is Michael.
They're brothers and sisters, but that's it.
Now, see, bam. That was definitely a real picture.
No, it's not. Where they find James Brown?
James Brown was not hard to find back then, bro. Look, fam, if WCW can find James Brown,
thank you.
Anybody can find James Brown.
Thank you.
He really needed a paycheck.
I didn't say he didn't.
But I don't know how bad I need a paycheck.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
Exactly. He was just there.
It was just there. Literally, he just was there.
He sang a song.
How many times people sing songs?
He shouldn't have been there.
Look,
just like Master P shouldn't have been there.
P wanted to be there.
And just like they need to stop calling Stevie Wonder for these award shows.
And we got to still question whether or not he can see or not.
He can see, man.
I didn't say he could.
How you be knowing where to walk out to by himself?
They point him in the direction.
They just push him. He keeps
How
going.
you gonna point a nigga in the right direction if you can't see, Serita?
You just push him. And he just
How
keep
does that work, Serita?
Maybe
Maybe
he got sonar.
That's exactly. But the thing you got to think about too is that for people that have like that are
lose one senses, the other ones get heightened.
Thank you.
So he can hear, he can feel, he can smell, he can taste.
So you can't see me, and I'm just saying right here.
But I can
hear you.
That clarity is at a whole new level.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sonar, my guy.
That's what you're saying he be doing?
Yes. That's what blind people do.
That's how he shot that basketball?
Yes.
You're full of shit.
they rung a little bell by the
they may have.
basket.
They may have.
And then he's like, oh, bet. And he left
But
his hand up just like that, and he faded back.
Did he do that for real? Like, did he do that? I don't know. I've never
I don't
heard
know
about
either.
this basketball thing.
You
But we
never-
are joined by the lovely Serita.
Never seen Stevie Wonder
Hello,
shoot a free
everyone.
throw?
Can I get a clap, please? Or thank
Can you clap her down?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Turn me up my headphones, Guru. Turn me up. Thank you.
That way I can have your level set good for later. So I ain't got to do no extra
Oh,
work
yeah,
for
because
you.
I'm gonna have the same mic, one mic.
And maybe Tomas will be here.
If
Come
he
on.
can make it, you know, he doing.
I
80 on the
watched y'all
freeway.
at. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, since the last time Sarita has officially been on the Death Fresh show, she finally, after many years, actually
Finally.
released her podcast. And it's actually quite interesting. I sat in on a couple of episodes, but her and Tommy are basically a dynamic duo that I refuse to break up. And I watched y'all last episode with you two both on camera together.
Mhm.
It didn't give me the backyard against, but y'all actually was having fun.
Yeah, I forced him to get on the mic. I mean, to like come right over here because he was like, "No, I'm gonna stay back." I said, "No." I said, "We having a conversation." I said, "I'm not just gonna converse with myself."
Well, me and you in the first episode, we did that.
We did, but you also said you didn't want to be, and I wasn't gonna push it. I
No,
wasn't
you
gonna
know me.
force
Not for
it.
your first episode. I want the
Alright.
first episode to be focused on you.
Mhm.
And believe me, they was
And that
focused on
ass.
you. Well, you
You can't see my ass on the camera when I'm sitting down.
just gonna jump right out the window on that, bro.
Well, we'll get a different camera angle for you.
Okay,
That's-
cool.
That's extra creepy to have a camera angle that's just solely her
The-
ass.
I was just gonna
That's-
say the ass cam,
you
the
don't-
ass
you-
cam
You
2000.
don't think that's problematic?
How? She's in agreement with this right now.
I just said I was like the ass cam 2000. or
She just
3000.
named it. That don't mean that she wants it to be a focus point. Because you want to know what's wrong. This is the reason why it's problematic. Okay. Sarita may be okay with it, right?
True.
But then your expectation that every chick with ass is gonna want to be on there. So
Why is that my expectation?
because you're the one who created this concept to begin with.
Yeah,
But
you created the cam.
I also know how to read the room.
No, because you get them one people to be like, yeah, okay. But then when it's all said and done, they're very, very
But the ass
uncomfortable
cam
out
is
there.
only-
And then they put out the narrative that Juan is a creep because of this camera
but
situation.
the ass cam is only for Sarita.
Creepy
So,
one.
so who else gonna be on the ass cam? It's her camera.
Did she agree?
We're not sharing
you
the ass
want-
cam.
I
Do-
just
do-
named it. I didn't know if I
Do
was.
you want a specific camera set aside just for you and those tantalizing cheeks?
Right, you see
That
me?
sounds hilarious.
We make
Now
a
I purposely did.
you officially made it extra creepy.
I had to push my point.
Now I'm gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to decline the cam. Like,
Hey,
just
you
say
see-
something the way you said
That's
it.
how you set it up. You got to set it up to make it like, ooh, you know
Why
what?
would you make it extra creepy? We
Because
almost have an ass cam. in
that's
jail.
that's what he does.
That's what I do. It's how we win law. That's how you win lawsuits.
But I was trying to win the ass cam.
That's how you win lawsuits.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately.
gotta-
Gonna sue us?
I didn't say she was going to sue. You got to understand what I'm saying, Juan. That's how lawyers win
Mhm.
those cases, by making something so very innocent seem horrible on so many levels
And wrong.
and wrong.
Mhm.
That's my idea.
Because you can see her ass on your own any given time.
Any given Sunday.
And take in consideration, we have certain people who tend to watch the show. Don't give them any extra. Don't give those people
I mean,
anything extra.
I'm just trying to give the people what they want.
No, some people don't deserve to get what they want.
Do the people want the song?
That's different.
I said, do the people want the song?
And I can't go on home. Whoa, no.
That's what I'm saying, man. So now that you are a podcaster
Officially,
officially,
Mhm.
what is it like being on the other side of it, where you are now the host and not the guest?
It is definitely different because now I sometimes feel like I got to think more about what I'm about to say. And so I'm starting to pull back from that and just remember this is still the same. It's just me talking a little bit more. That's really about it. And then just having, my topics on point. But I mean, like the last topic was just kind of something that came to me
right.
just as I was driving in the car. Because I was running around and doing so much stuff because I was getting ready to do the gathering the next day, anyways. So it's like I had a
Ain't
full
that a Little
week.
Brother album?
Hmm?
No, I was listening. I was like, is that a little brother album? Somebody has an album called The Gathering.
You know what?
No, I'm dead ass. Somebody has an album called The Gathering.
It's just as long as it's not R. Kelly, I'm good.
That's wild.
What was he trying to gather people to do?
No, he's only gathering one type of people.
Yeah.
Happy people. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's start from the
He
beginning.
made happy people, man. How do we put him in jail?
Because he was not doing it. See, this is the thing, and I just had this conversation with someone, and while we were having the conversation, he was saying, well, you got to separate the man from the music, and I said, honestly, I can't, because at the end of the day, it's still the same person that created the music, also had another side that was
In his
taking over the
situation,
front.
I can't separate the man from the music because his actions as a human being help write the music.
Exactly.
So, like, if you would have just told me R. Kelly is out here messing around with young, unimpressionable children, I'd be like, that's fucked up. That man needs to go to jail. Go ahead and put on 12 play. But now,
no, because the 12 plays about a 12-year-old.
and
That's the
that's
problem.
but see, here's the thing: a lot of us didn't know that
right.
until they did the Surviving R. Kelly, and
See,
everybody
I knew about it
was.
beforehand, though.
I knew, but I didn't know. You know
How
what I'm
bad
saying?
it was.
Yeah, like the pissing on the little girl. The minute that Surviving R. Kelly came on, they just showed that one hallway with the bad boy. Like, that's from the video.
Yeah.
You like, I already know this is it. He did that shit. That's it. You know, if that bus about it. Tape was fuzzy, but I remember that back wall.
You know what?
I remember that back wall because it was a very unique design at the time. Let's be honest.
Yeah, when niggas had wood paneling in their crib back in the 90s,
There was a
you had some
design.
money.
You had some money.
You had a little bit of money.
You had a little bit of money. But then when they started adding the extras onto it, like the fact that the song he wrote for Michael Jackson was about a chick who happened to be in the hospital getting an abortion at that moment, that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I like that song.
Everybody liked that song. It just messed up. So I can't listen to that song.
Was it not facts though? I mean, you are not alone. I am here for you.
It's just his
I mean,
music.
this is a great song. Oh, it makes so
I
much.
believe I can fly.
No.
That was all
Yeah,
about.
that was the kindergarten.
That was all
song
about-
that they have the kids graduate
That was all
kindergarten.
about.
It's a
That was
great
all
song.
about cocaine.
It was a great song.
That was on cocaine. That's when
Yeah.
he was on cocaine.
Great song.
But yeah, that's the thing.
All of his
Little
songs are
kids
great.
literally were. There were whole school concerts with the first graders
Yeah,
singing that
I Believe I Can
song.
Fly, yeah. And don't forget the Whitney as well too.
Hey, well,
Whitney was my
let's
kindergarten
look at it like
graduation.
Did I have? I did have Whitney, but I don't think it was kindergarten.
No, it
I
couldn't have been
believe
because
they
that came out in
looking out the
'85.
they play.
First of all, fuck you. I actually started kindergarten in.
73.
in
No, I'm not.
'78.
See, first of all, y'all are horrible for a person's self-image because y'all really just make all these wrong accusations that can just really pound down on a person's
76.
ego. No, 'cause I was born in '78, so let's get that first of all. No, I actually didn't start kindergarten until
'82.
damn near.
Mhm.
about right.
So see, that's why. I
No,
said.
83.
See,
83.
and that song came out in '85. So therefore,
That don't. Okay, so I was at third grade.
I believe the children are.
No, because I'm trying to. What it was. My thing is, I went to a private school, a very parochial
oh, they
7A
definitely wasn't
Avenue
gonna try to play
private
that.
school. So a lot of that was just there. And I remember we did a little function and we did sing that song. And it was like the third or fourth grade I sung that song.
Mhm.
And I remember being here and I'm like, why the fuck are we singing this song?
Right.
Like, I believe the children are the future.
Mhm.
We sung it at an MLK Day too.
Yeah, see? As soon as we got a grasp of the song, it was
And
over.
then about like 4 years later, crack is whack.
Mhm.
And
We like,
in the shitty ass Dare program.
yep.
Yeah, their program fucked us all up.
I want a shirt though,
Wow.
I could print those.
because we'll talk off air.
I actually have, I think I still have the vector for it.
Their program fucking terrible.
It wasn't. It served its purpose. It just, to me, what made the Dare program bad was you can't sit here and tell kids say no to drugs
When you're bringing them into the
when you're
into
bringing
the
them. They're
community.
in your community. And number two, drugs is probably the reason why you have every single thing in your household. Like you gotta think about how many drug dealers in the 80s was taking care of their family and the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
there was some Nino Brown action.
right, there was some real niggas that was doing that Nino Brown shit. So here I am, who actually got clothes that fit that I'm not sharing with my brother or anything like that, and it all came from this drug money. But you want me to go to school and say no to drug? Excuse me, ma'am, my brother seems to make more money than you do from said drugs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sell the drugs because in my eyes, drugs is winning. You make $35,000 a year, ma'am. He makes $35,000 a week. I don't
and
know.
Sometimes even a day.
Right. It's like, I don't know who told you, but I think you need to be saying yes to drugs.
And eventually they were. So that's
like even then they were the ones selling them in the school. So it's like
all I'm saying is before the DARE program, there were certain things that I just didn't know about. Like you'd always heard about it, never ever seen it, so you couldn't identify it. If it was said what it was. I never saw crack. I never saw dope. I never saw cocaine. I didn't even know what weed was. I just knew Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre smoked whatever the fuck the chronic was. That's all I knew at that point.
What grade were you in when you were in the DARE program now?
It's like second, third grade.
You were gonna eventually see the chronic.
But what it's sixth grade now because my
but what I'm saying is
that makes more sense.
To innocent children, we don't know what any of this shit is. And then you come into school, you allotted like an hour and a half of my day
to show me what the drugs
to bring me to the gymnasium, sit me on the floor
and
next,
show me the
next to a nigga that's musty as fuck. Because he was right.
You are traumatized.
That's why he don't like the program.
Right. I was like, now it's coming out.
Because it's not the fact that you got introduced to weed, you got introduced to funk.
Right.
And we ain't talking George Clinton.
Exactly.
And then this motherfucker come out here. You're like, does anybody know what crack is? Everybody in the audience, no, we don't.
Well, the good, my job is done here. That's like when you walk away.
And then he just didn't show you what a dime bag looked like. And then he hit you with the stop. Don't touch. Leave the area.
The fact that you remember that and I don't remember any of that is wild to me.
I don't remember nothing.
McGruff the crime dog, like that.
I do remember McGruff. Oh,
you know
they
what's
had
crazy?
the little coloring book.
He went to jail.
Yeah, he did.
He was selling drugs.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy? Like
the irony,
because even he knew
how to get that money.
Like
going to move that dough.
Good, yeah.
He knew this shit didn't pay enough.
Right? Because they want
Panda.
Nancy Reagan needed something to do while in the White House.
She really did because
that's really what it was.
Because I mean, to attack the drug dealers.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, Ron was out of his mind anyways.
Yeah,
he was
Ron was
dealing
96
with
years old when so I don't even know how he became president.
He was literally just like the dummy they propped up and just kind of like moved him around.
Yeah, he was. He was a Hollywood actor. He was in Western movies.
Yep.
So Ronald Reagan was an actor before he became president.
Yep.
Niggas mad at Donald Trump.
Ronald Reagan rolled so
shit.
Donald Trump can run. Because literally, I really feel like Reagan only became president based off of popularity.
Right,
so, because he was he was acting in as being president.
Ever since Donald Trump did what he did, I feel like the presidency now is not about whatever your foreign policies are or your government
politics
reform.
As a whole.
It doesn't matter what you finna do. It's all about who can sell you the best bullshit.
Yeah,
it's a popularity contest. So
politics has always been like that.
If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson runs for president,
people gonna vote for him.
I'm voting for him, and I don't even give a fuck what side of the spectrum he stands.
What platform is he?
You know what's funny? Because you watched the show. Okay.
Young Rock.
You watched it. The whole first season is just literally about his presidential campaign. That's the backstory to why what's his name is even there interviewing him.
Asian dude.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he's over there to begin with in the first season. And you're right. Like, he technically can run and he will win because, one, nobody knows anything about politics anymore. Okay? Nobody even knows the reason for politicians. Two, politicians don't talk about what they stand for. They spend all day shitting on who they going up against.
Oh, yeah, this is a fucking mud
all day, every day. I know everything wrong Janet Pelosi has done, but I don't know
what has
shit.
Done right.
I don't know shit about you. So you want me to be like, damn, I hate this bitch so much. I'm gonna give my vote to you
And I don't
instead.
even know
But I
what
don't
to
know
do.
you. You gotta
Yep.
be better than her.
Yep.
Like that's the whole platform that they basing on. I'm just hoping that if I rib you enough, you're gonna be my friend.
Right.
Well, I didn't vote for Mandela Barnes. They don't know how to make a proper peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
See,
We're
first of
not
all,
gonna be doing this.
and see,
Did you see the commercials?
one, if
I
that is really the
no.
reason why you did not
Did
vote
you
for
see
him,
the commercial?
I did not.
Well, I'm telling you, the nigga can't make a sandwich save his life.
if that is the reason why you did not vote for him, you are a horrible person, and you're the reason why China needs to take over.
First of all,
Not
Because
trying
he
to take
actually
over.
had commercials that I give Mandela a credit,
And
and
he
this is
done
probably
best-
why he lost.
he
He
done best
actually
acting.
said every single thing that he planned on doing in 97% of his commercials. So I knew what he stood for. You just happen to be in the most segregated state.
Mhm.
Okay.
And he
In the
doesn't-
United
and he
States.
doesn't pay his taxes.
I thought you said his father didn't pay his taxes.
She said, "Did you know Mandela Barnes doesn't pay his taxes?"
And neither does Donald Trump.
And
Right.
Then they cut to him in a Walmart parking lot, like, "Nigga, it's Juneteenth." I was like, "Yo, what? Why is it?" He said,
And you see that, but yet we don't remember who the hell put the commercial out,
Right.
nor do we even remember anything that the other individual stood about. We just know about the negatives about the politicians.
Mhm.
And that's the thing I hate
"Why
about
they won't
politics.
just make weed legal?"
Because if you make weed legal, they have nothing to complain about. Two,
And
Black
also,
folk-
people are not going to be broke anymore. Because
Exactly.
Everybody's going to be basically on equal footing.
Yep. Once
they
you
don't
make
want
weed
that.
legal, you can change the dynamics of how people can make money.
Because look at Denver, like it's fucking beautiful in Colorado.
Can I
Because
say
of money.
street weed in there?
There'll be no need for street weed.
They have dispensaries.
Right.
You don't need to.
You don't need to. See, here's where people make their mistakes at. If you legalize weed, guarantee you we would have over 200,000 dispensaries because everybody would took their stimulus check and did the down payment to buy what you need a dispensary for.
So you don't think the way that the Arabs? I'm sorry, that's the wrong way.
It definitely is.
Middle Eastern.
Just say Middle Eastern. Can't go wrong.
So if the Middle Eastern people can walk into a pick and save and use all these manufacturer coupons and buy everything for a discounted price and take it back and put it inside this shithole of a gas station that smells like ass. I'm just saying. And overcharge us for what they did to the cold crash. You don't think it's a nigga trying to buy weed from a dispensary to resell it?
Of course. What do you think?
But
Where do
you
you
can't because they have the different. They got like the different labels and things on the side where you
97?
know.
Think about it. Most of the time when people bring us stuff in silver packages or edibles that were pre-made and stuff like that, where do you think they're getting it from? They went to Chicago, they bought it at a dispensary. They say, hey, I got such and such because it's so popular down there. I'm not selling you the weed, I'm selling you the conveniency.
Mhm.
That way you can get away with it. Because if I'm selling you the conveniency, you're not paying these DoorDash prices. You're
Right.
paying my prices. That's basically what DoorDash is. You're
Mhm.
paying for the conveniency of not going to get your food, which
And
is
can you say convenience, please, instead of conveniency?
nope, conveniency.
Convenience.
Conveniency. Because I do it a lot.
Make it
So I
stop.
put an S on it. It's my goddamn show. It's my goddamn show. And Juan can't talk anyway because we make up so many words on this show.
That's why I didn't even say nothing.
Right.
Okay.
We make up words on this show.
You can have it.
Right. That's you. Don't come on here being correct, Miss North Face. Hey, speaking of North,
Division.
hey man, it was a great school when I
Talking
went
about
there.
West?
Yeah.
Okay.
Division.
Did you hear that Kanye is highly upset at Kim because he had told her numerous times to not allow his children to
On
have a
social media.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Yet she's on there.
And she's killing it too. She's really good with them.
But here's the thing that I don't care what nobody say. TikTok is made for the kids. We as adults took it over. Okay.
Did something to do.
We took it over. We didn't like Instagram no more. Twitter was getting filthy as fuck. It was the rise of the filth. Okay. And I don't even know what other social media was out there, but when the kids start doing the little ticks of the talk dances,
The ticks of the talk.
that's what most parents used to call it, the little ticks
Mhm.
of the talk, the tiki taki. They were doing their little dances, and during the pandemic, the parents jumped on, and next thing you know, they took over the whole damn thing.
Mhm.
Like, do you feel like he's right for being upset that his famous child? Okay, let's remember that part.
Mhm.
His famous child is on TikTok.
I would say yes because of what's going on and everything. I mean, it's like I see both sides of it because I'm seeing like her having fun and being a kid, as well, and then playing around with her mom, playing around with the siblings and everything. So at least you're able to kind of see that dynamic and see them having a good time with each other and everything. But at the same token, Kanye's very overprotective. He's very controlling from what I've observed. So that's the other part. So I can see both sides as a parent because it's like you kind of don't want your kids to be out there. You want to be able to protect them. And in this instance, it's almost like he's kind of sheltering them a little bit as well, too, which I can see because of, fame.
Can you really shelter a famous child?
Oh, of course not.
I
mean, my
like,
parents tried to shelter me and I'm not famous. And how did that turn out? I was in the hood.
You married a man you shouldn't be marrying.
And I was in the hood. So I was like, so there's like, those sides.
So you think he tries to protect his kids from the shit he's done?
Possibly. And then also
'Cause-
just the rest of the world too.
I mean, not so much as the rest of the world. It's like you sit on the internet and you say these outlandish things, and for every 15 sane people, there's 2 crazy people, and then there's 3 people that's willing to die for some shit that just ain't nobody actually die for, but they're willing to die on these hills. So I'm just saying, like, and Kanye go out here saying these random things and thinking that is law, and it's somebody on the other end of this phone that reads that and was like, yo, I don't like this, and if I could hurt you, I would do it.
But that's with anything.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
I don't feel like he's doing anything different than what other people do. It's just that he has the platform. So that way people are able to really hear it. But then the flip side of it too is that not everything that he says is too far-fetched. If you really sit down and kind of listen to it, I'm not defending Kanye and all of his antics, but I'm just saying, just sit back and listen sometimes.
That's what racist people say.
Okay.
You know what?
I ain't saying he not racist, but he kind of got a point.
No, I mean, they definitely be racist.
Like, okay, so interesting conversation that I was having with a friend.
I love this. And,
oh, it's Sam month. Oh,
it's who?
Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
And paint the city teal?
Yeah.
With Team Teal 360. I did an interview with them yesterday.
Okay.
So we're in support and solidarity with them.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't be.
So the microphones will be teal until this paper shit falls apart.
For shiggity.
Or the middle of April. Whichever comes first.
Well, no, we can leave the blue for April because it's Autism Awareness Month.
I look at you.
And color is blue.
Is it blue? That's teal.
Yeah, this is teal, but there's actually
blue.
There's like that color blue.
We'll drink blue. We'll drink from blue cups all month.
And I'll drink my blue water.
For sure.
The water probably really is blue.
Interesting conversation I was having with a friend of mine about racism. And I think she got like, can you ever feel like when you're in the middle of talking to somebody, he's like, oh, you getting upset.
You're mad. You mad. You mad. Ain't you?
Well, okay. First of all, let's paint the picture first. Is she mad because of your stance on it and it's not matching with theirs and it's irritating them, or is it mad because you're being a dick about their point of view?
I don't think I was being a dick. Because I was high, but I don't
see. All right, answer your question.
How long had it been since you smoked the blunt before the conversation? Because we've seen you. There's documented episodes.
Right. I wasn't full high.
Okay.
I was kind of like coming down.
Okay.
So I was I could process a whole lot better when I'm coming down as opposed to when I'm way at the top.
You were lucid at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, cause she was, it was more along the lines of like white privilege type shit.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I get like some things do look funny in the light, but just how black people tell white people like, you shouldn't be mad at me because I was born black. Like I didn't choose to be born black.
And then she didn't choose to be born white.
Some white people do not choose to be born white. So like for everything I felt like she was kind of upset at white people for, I'm like, if you just take a regular guy named Derek, he's not racist or whatsoever, but his family was, a Fortune 500 company, so that's what they left him. He didn't ask for that shit. That's just the shit he was born into. Like, so how was that his fault that he was born into some money? There are black people who get born into some money.
Right.
Like,
yes.
That's not, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I felt like she was like, I'm like, how was that racism? And maybe I didn't understand like her point of view, but I was just like, regular nigga named Derek, you probably worked all his life, and dad was like, now I'm gonna leave you some shit. Here you go. You don't really gotta work now. Just don't fuck it all off.
True.
I don't think that necessarily makes him racist because he was born into a better situation than some people. That's just like the way the world works. Now, I do understand that there are some things that seems like it's just designed for you to fail, but there's a lot of successful black people in life, so like there's a way around something.
And there's always a way around something.
So like I just feel like everybody can't say everything is racism or everything is racist when you can look, it was like, well, somebody found a way around that motherfucker. Maybe you just not thinking hard enough.
I want everything to stop being labeled as racist and just say you don't like something. That's what it needs to be. Like a lot of times, if you don't like somebody because of preconceived notion of them, just say, well, people I've dealt with before and acted like that, so that's why I don't like it. End of story. Because black folks can be racist too, but they'll argue up and down. Well, we can't be racist because we were in the no. If you don't like a white person because they're a white person, guess what that is? That's being racist.
That's racist.
That's at the end of the day, you don't like that person because of their skin color. At the end of the day. But let it go. Like if I don't like it, I just don't like it. End of story. Plain and simple. I don't like white women. I have a reason why I don't like white women. It's not because of their skin color. It's not because of their privilege. I don't like white women because of things that white women have done in the name of white women. End of story. But onward, back to you and about this podcast. Now, how many episodes?
How do we get through it?
Oh, this is what we do. We jump back and forth.
Oh,
That's how we bring it back.
I tapped out for a second because I was ordering on DoorDash because now I'm finally.
You're not wrong.
Ordering some vegan DoorDash.
Yo, so before we get to the questions, I was watching YouTube yesterday in the state of boredom, right? And I came across it's a TikTok chick I follow. It was a white woman at that, and white women on TikTok is funny. This one, she does little hands with.
They got all the hacks.
No. She bought this little hand that goes on her finger. So all her TikTok videos when she's pretending to be a little kid, she uses the little hand. Funny as hell. But I was just happened to be watching her on YouTube, and she did a video where she bought like a bunch of shit off of Wish to see if it's even worth it, right? So of course she came across a few things that was just like, hey, this is actually dope. She got some Sketcher-ish Crocs.
You know what?
They look fire. Then she made her sister put them on. Her sister was like, this is fire. She bought a Gucci belt online. This belt was long as fuck. It went around her waist twice. But that's not the case of point. So let the video, like when one video done, it plays another one. So apparently there's this woman on YouTube known as the vegan teacher. Okay. Who sits here and criticizes everything that a person does food related about it being vegan or not. And I mean, when she showed the video of this teacher literally gave her like a report card-ish grade when she was just trying foods from another country. She was docking her for not saying what the ingredients were, docking her for not saying you should eat vegan, docking her because it had flavor. Like, it's just
I mean,
she said, "Ooh, this is flavorful. See, you're not supposed to say it's flavorful because that's an animal you're eating." She's like, "It tastes like meat." And said it was meat. Like, it was a
right.
simple fact. And the thing about it is that this vegan teacher woman has made 21 videos critiquing all her videos. Like, she literally
Wow.
is in stalker mode. And I'm like, this is a new level of aggressive ass vegans.
I agree.
And why is it that vegans are
Not
the
all of
only
them.
vegans, not all of them, but vegans, like fresh vegans, okay?
Yeah.
Not fresh vegans, not the ones who like, okay, I had to change my eating habits because of health reasons, or I was born into this shit, you know. You just learn how to eat this way. But the freshly converted vegans are so fucking annoying.
I feel
That's
like
just like the people that just find a new religion.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
I was
say that.
getting
I'm
there,
like,
like-
I feel like freshly converted anybody is a pain in the ass because they want you to know how great whatever it is the fuck they done found is.
Look,
Right.
And it's not really all that great.
we love to enjoy food from a chicken shack. It is known that
It's true.
these are live animals
Mhm.
being cooked and killed and made to satisfy us.
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds really, really bad.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm good at this. But at the same time, it is not your job to deter me from eating at this chicken spot.
Hmm.
It is your job to have the chicken shack have alternatives.
Yeah.
If you want to not eat the chicken, have a chicken alternative.
Hmm.
Don't get fucking mad at me because I still want 4
The chicken.
tenders and fries.
And I think as a chicken shack, that's good business to just have an alternative because you understand that people may like the flavor of your food but can't eat it.
Right. Because
Which that does make sense.
for some odd reason, people who don't want to eat chicken
Like
What-
to make everything taste like chicken.
or want to
But-
name it after the same meats you can't eat. Vegan steak. That is a fucking oxymoron if I ever heard.
Which is funny, but at the same time, think about it. What's
ever had a
making the
cauliflower
food
steak?
actually taste like whatever is the seasoning.
It is.
So I mean, the thing is, like chicken. Honestly, does chicken really taste like anything without it being seasoned?
I've never had unseasoned chicken.
I've never. Well, chicken is like a blank canvas.
Exactly.
How you make it
But you
determines
can't
what you
fry
get from it.
chicken Without it being seasoned.
Exactly.
Because
So either
even
way it
the
goes, you're
breading
getting
on the-
seasoning.
even if you did not season the actual chicken,
It's
even
the
the
breading.
flour you dip it in,
Right.
Is gonna be fucking
And I get that,
And
but
what's the
just
flour
say,
made from?
just say, hey man, I got these seasoned cauliflowers here, fam. You want to get up on this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But don't say these vegan chicken wings.
we talked to Rudolph's brother.
Yeah, 'cause
he
no,
was
they-
eating collie steak.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why do you? I get it. You want the flavor. You want the flavors. Because I'm not gonna lie. Butterfly makes a fire ass vegan burger.
A shout out to Butterfly.
Okay, makes a fire ass to the point where if I see her and her burger on the menu, I'm opting for that over whatever it is until I see the price point. Then I'll be like, damn, you better be lucky I fuck with you. But because vegan food is expensive for no goddamn reason.
It's not for no reason, but it's because of the
Well,
fact
what is
of
the reason?
What's the reason? Because it's less labor, in my opinion.
it's not.
There is no slaughterhouse we have to pay.
It's
so-
not. But you also gotta
really hard to
consider.
make them black beans taste like something.
I don't know. I had a fire ass black bean burger before, bruh.
Negative.
You make it like a steak burger, put the A1 sauce. Believe me, bro, that shit's on point.
See?
I'm not eating that.
Because you know what it is. If you didn't know what it was and someone gave you this burger with no cheese on it, because you know that's the real reason why you won't eat cheeseburgers, you probably would eat the burger and be like, yo, fam, this is fire. And then if they come back and tell you, it's like, hey, I got a confession. You really just had a bean burger. Would you be upset?
No.
They didn't tell you in the beginning, though. They just gave you a burger and said, eat this, fam.
I mean, I guess it's how you prepare. Because like when I look at that shit, it doesn't look appetizing.
How does it not look appetizing?
Right. I'm also like, what food have you actually tried that was actually vegan?
It first of all, it doesn't look appetizing.
That's not true. That's why I'm asking you where you where you tried it from, because there's
I'm
places
not
I've
eating-
seen. No, get me wrong.
I'm
I've
not
seen some that
eating
has not looked.
vegan food because I choose not to want to eat vegan food.
Well, then how
So,
you gonna talk about something you
I'm
never
not. I'm not
tried?
talking about it. I just said I. When I say I don't want to eat something, I personally
Okay.
do not want to eat it. I didn't say all vegan food was trash. Now, what I will say is trash is fucking tofu.
Yeah, I don't do
I
that.
wish they stop forcing tofu on people.
I will admit that
You
I
better
think,
not ever say you ate some tofurkey.
no. First of all, just to say that is wrong.
Right.
That
I'm
sounds
like,
like
ew.
us saying the word wrong. Okay,
That's how you say it.
I know it is, but saying it sounds like a word we
Did you
saying
check
wrong.
messages?
No, I did not.
Check the group chat.
Juan, did you not?
Yeah.
Tell her. Show her the message.
She got 6 fucking.
Phone numbers.
Because I was like, I've been sitting there asking you. Did you hit Mimi up? Did you let her know?
Did you let the high man know?
Right.
So you just asked the high man to do something.
Well, he wasn't high. I had told him to do it when he kind of was freshly high. But he has a more direct, quicker line of communication with her than I would. Because, you know, I got like 2 different numbers for her. So I may actually end up hitting the text message for the iPhone and it ain't even on her, or I'm emailing the iPad and don't realize it. So that's why I told him hit her, especially because I was driving at the time. So
And I hit the direct line, which we were already having the
and that's
conversation about,
and that's
because we was talking about going to see the fucking movie.
And that's why I tell him.
So I already been
know,
talking to this heifer.
right, that's why I tell him
And
because I
she
know.
No, fuck that. Because then she writes shit in the group chat. Then she hit the other group chat with just the family in it on some other shit. So this motherfucker's been on her phone all goddamn day. Then, like, no, because she always pull that bullshit.
She do that.
Like, Mimi,
Did
get
she-
here.
did
Please
she-
get here.
Did she write in the group chat like, oh, niggas ain't said a peep? Bitch, we been talking to you all day.
It really has been.
Like, damn.
Really has been. Because, like, that's the only reason why we started. I was like, okay, Mimi must still be door dashing. She'll pull up when it's close to her show.
Right, talking about niggas ain't said a peep. Nah,
Right.
motherfucker, you ain't answered the phone.
All right. But where was I at? That just threw me.
See, I told her 6:30 at like fucking 5:30.
And I told him to remind him again at 6 o'clock. And at 5:30, he wasn't high yet.
Man.
So either way it goes.
So the Miss Dinkins can kiss ass.
Hey.
We'll have her in the next episode. She'll be here.
I feel like I'll be back again. But
Right. No, you might have to be for a buffer between them two. I completely forgot what I was talking about before that happened.
No, man, niggas always on some hoe shit.
God, I'm not arguing with you, bro.
Like, might just check the group chat.
Like, for real. See, you should have did that. All right, let's go. Let's double back. So you've done about 6 episodes already now.
Yes, one that we might not know when it's gonna see the light of day.
Oh
but-
no, I tossed that one. I burnt that one, bro. Was
I'm
not
like-
ready. That day was
So I
not
might
the
have
best
to-
day.
But there were some good gems in there.
It
Though.
was some good gems in there, but from an executive POV to save face for the businesses,
Okay.
it can't be presented. But
I mean, we could still hold on to it for banter.
it might be somewhere out there.
Okay.
But so far, all the episodes you've done, I
Mhm.
should say. Which one has been your favorite so far?
I hate to say it, but I think it's the one that we had scrapped. So no one's ever gonna see it.
Is it because
then,
of him or is it just the content itself?
It was the content of the
Okay.
information that we were talking about. But I would say like the healing and love one that I was been doing, that I had like
the last
my
with
last
Tasha.
yes, with Tasha and
I don't even care
Daniel
about- I
and
don't care.
Kendra.
I don't even care about
I
the
feel
other
like
one.
that
It
was
Tasha.
that was good.
I wasn't there for the first one, but I did enjoy the
The second
conversation for
one.
the second one. They were you had very open guests. That's
Mhm.
very hard to come by in the podcasting world, where you have guests that are truly open and honest about everything. And was it Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel had a lot.
Yeah.
Especially how the show started.
Yeah, because that's how makes it so organic and
Right.
authentic as well too. Because I really enjoy that, to the point where it's like I definitely want to have them maybe even come on like once every every few episodes just for updates because that shit was just like there's all the stuff that just happened. I'm just like, man, like this is a lot.
Like you just had this problem. So
Like literally like 30 seconds ago. Like,
you can't
like it's still happening right now as we speak. Like what's going
Can't respond to everybody in your DMs, man.
No. Hey, yeah.
Everybody in your DMs. You really can't.
You cannot. It's not a fun place. It can get very creepy very quickly. I have a person right now that actually sent me a message I have not responded to, but was on the I can actually just say what it is because I don't even really know this too. It said, "You are so beautiful. I need you to be my wife."
You sure that wasn't Ravi?
No.
Under a fake page?
She do look like a dude. Just the shoulders.
Leave Ravi alone.
No, I will never leave Ravi alone.
Ravi is
But speaking of creepy fucking DMs.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna ask what's the creepiest one she ever had?
No.
No, because I can't even count the creepy ones that I've had. They're just
the pushy prostitute is back.
For real?
Yeah.
She slid over on my side one time.
You guys.
I didn't even talk because she's on the business page. Because when I added her on the business page. Because when you said, let's do a show with a prostitute, and I was like, well, this one seems to be pretty open and honest. Let me go ahead and add her, and maybe she'll come and do a show one day. But
I kind of wanted to do a show, but I'm like, nah, bro.
But is she really a pushy prostitute?
Yeah.
See, you could be a pushy stripper, but a prostitute's whole business is to have repeat business.
You got to have business first to instead repeat business.
Without indulging in y'all conversations, did you entertain her in any aspects during the conversation with her? Did you agree to a FaceTime? Did you buy a video? Did you say, hey, I'll take a hand job? Did you indulge in anything in regards to her and her offers?
Watch this.
Maybe.
Then she is not being pushy.
This to me, this is where you're being pushy.
Okay.
Now, I'm a sneakerhead.
Yes, you are.
If I come into the sneaker store,
okay,
and I'm browsing,
right,
and then we have a minor conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of tell you, nah, I'm not really interested in anything right now.
Okay.
I'll continue to stay in this store for about 15, 20 extra minutes.
Okay.
Must means I'm really looking for something, but ain't nothing really caught my eye.
Okay.
On your second loop around, you talk me into buying a beautiful pair of Air Forces, multicolored.
Okay.
I got you. I'm going to now buy the shoe.
Okay.
The shoe is $100.
Okay.
When we get to the checkout, you know what else your job is to do?
Upsell.
It's to sell me this other shit that I don't really fucking want.
Right.
You don't want the spray?
But once I tell you,
you don't need this
I don't need any of this.
Extra laces.
Stop it.
Socks.
I felt
shoebox.
like I felt like
display.
I
Gloves.
felt like one
T-shirts.
I don't want nothing else. And then I say
Panties.
no. I say no mas. I say no more. Leave me alone. I'm out. It's done.
Okay.
Don't come back.
Here's the thing. See, here's something that you forgot in that same transaction that every business does. Okay. You're getting ready to ring out, right? You put in all your information and on that one of them lines, because it happened in Buffalo Boss. What did they ask you for?
My email.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they ask you for your email address?
So they can send me shit.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
that I don't want.
So they can keep up a level of conversation with you until you reach a point where something that we said to you
catches your eye.
Boom. That's all she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
She's in your DMs, meaning that she has a way of communicating. You may say no today. Okay. You may say no today, but 3 days from now, on that Friday after payday, you may be bored and got tired of a rug and tug, and you want somebody else to do tugging. Guess who's right there in the DM because she's been staying relevant by constantly checking up on you to see what's going on. Then all of a sudden, that Friday night, she inboxes you. Hey, Juan, what's going on? What you doing? I'm chilling. I'm chilling too. You know what? Why don't you come through? Business.
I hate you. I will have to unblock her for that any of that to happen, but
okay.
it's all possible.
Not really. Because you know what happens in the cyber age? Just make a new page. Just send you a new email address. Give you this. You go ahead and you add me on this page. Add me on this page and you'll save another $50.
Are you dying on us?
Oh shit! Damn near. Oh god.
Or are you choking on some ice?
I'm trying to be healthy. Drink water. It kill you. Drink soda, kids.
No, it was definitely not that.
Well, Juan tries to, live on. What's next for your show?
You know what? I'm not sure yet. Because I have like a list of topics.
Okay, let's start here. What's the goal for your show?
The goal for my show is just to give opportunities for other people that might not have had opportunities to kind of talk and share more about themselves.
Okay.
Because I think like in the realm of where I'm at, a lot of times people kind of look at us like, kind of have that look like, what are y'all on? Like, what are y'all talking about? So to kind of be like, hey, let's have those conversations.
Okay.
If there's something that you're curious about, whether it's in the healing, spiritual, any of that other kind of realm, let's talk about it. If it's just regular old,
If you start doing tarot card readings on air,
I'm not just
Call me now.
y'all think because I got my little turban on, it's because I didn't have a chance to comb my hair because somebody gave me like a 45-minute heads up.
No. We told you last week. You forgot.
I had so much shit happening this week that if you don't hit me in my Palm Pilot with an adequate amount of time, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the Nick Cannon turban. And no, I'm not about to have 12 kids. Maybe a couple more.
He got a show called Guess the Baby or some shit.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like a sketch comedy show that he's doing with little dude.
See, it'd be better if it was real.
Sketch comedy is the end thing now. Because I remember, sketch comedy. That's where most of the comedians do now.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody does sketch comedy now.
Because it allows you to experiment with stuff.
Yeah. Range.
Like TikTok is one big ass skit.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be funny.
Actually, I feel
But
like
not
sometimes social media is.
Not everybody is funny.
This is true. And I feel like that's also can be, social media as a whole. Because it's like, I feel like sometimes people feel like they just have to be entertained all of the time. And it's like, you don't necessarily have to be entertained all the time. Get to know yourself. See what you like to do outside of being entertained by others. I like to be entertained. But by others, you can't entertain yourself?
That's how I entertain myself, by entertaining by others.
And that's what I'm saying. You can't entertain yourself then if you have to have entertainment.
What would you do to entertain yourself?
I can read a book. I can go ahead and write. I can draw. There's other things.
I can watch TV.
I can make something.
I can play the game.
That's still.
I could tweet.
Yeah, because you need other people to tweet.
No, you don't. I'll sit on my.
I have seen. I've seen some people. Because you got to remember, we started during Black Twitter era, where people sat there and talked to themselves for 24 hours straight.
That's really what if you ask
me,
concerning. Twitter is really just a constant timeline of your thoughts, and then whoever agrees with your thought, it intertwines in your thought.
Twitter is talking out loud, and maybe somebody
be like, "Hey, I feel like that
likes
too."
It.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wants to share it.
In response to it. That's literally all it is.
And then next thing you know, it's 3 people that think like you, and then there's 4 people that think, and then 5 of y'all, and there's 10 people that think bullshit now.
And then it's a whole party.
And then,
and then it goes viral.
Then niggas fuck that up because they started leaking the titties. You know what I want life to go? Ask Tone. They fucked it up. They fucked the game up. They fucked the game up, Tone. Just say it.
This is one of those times I wish that he was on air that you could actually see the face that he just gave me.
Just say it, Tone. Tell him
it's only because as right as he is, it's sad that that is something that is actually a memory that people of early Twitter go back to.
Was Titty Tuesday?
It wasn't even Titty Tuesday. So Breast Cancer Awareness Month is in September? October. So what women were doing during that month was they were changing their profile pic, aka Abby. For some odd reason, Twitter calls them Abby while everybody else called them profile pics. I've never understood that. I'm just saying. And they would post their titties in bras. It wasn't like naked titties out or anything. They were in their bras. They were there. Okay. And they were supporting. That was their way of supporting. So it'd be like, those are nice. And occasionally somebody would say in the Twitter after dark air, them some nice titties in them bras. I wonder what they look like without the bra on. Now, if you were a cool enough dude or respectable enough dude, you may have gotten the uncensored titties in your DMs. Okay. But what ended up happening was young fucks, because it was only young, dumb niggas, would then be like, hey, let me see them titties. And then the girl would be like, okay, I'll see them titties. And then the guy would be like, well, I like them titties. I could want to suck on them. You should come over. No, I'm not that kind of girl. Then boom, titties in the timeline. See, bitches, what you get for not. And it's just like, now bitches don't want to send them to nobody.
And it just
like you had to have a consistent roster of women that you normally would get these from in order for you to continue to keep getting them. Then the story got out that we shared titties. Okay. It got out that some guys in circles would be like, hey, did you get titties from insert girl here? Yeah, man, I got some titties from them. This is what they look like. Hey, I got them exact same titties. Nigga across the room. Hey, I got them titties too. So then you find out that everybody got the same pair of titties, and now niggas got mad. So bitches was like, okay, so you niggas want to talk about my titties. Nobody gets to see the titties. Bitches, you sent one photo.
So now you're
20 niggas.
So now you're tittyless.
So now niggas ain't got titties no more.
So everybody was just fucking up the game.
Yeah.
Women for recycling nudes and niggas for sharing the fact that the nudes were recycled.
Right. Like if you would have just shut up, let your catalog get pretty full, and to be like, back in 2004, I got these titties from insert chick here.
Right,
but in 2007, she sent me the after birth titties. They were a lot bigger and supple. Then if you get right here, 3 months later, here's the leaky titties.
I've never heard anybody use the word supple and not attach it to titties. Never.
Never.
And I'm pretty sure the word supple means just like soft in general, maybe. From what I think it could.
What does the word supple mean?
I think I read the difference.
I'm gonna go ahead and look
because I've only heard nice supple breasts.
Right, that's the only time I ever heard
the word supple.
When people are talking about titties.
I've heard succulent be used in other words, but not supple.
Funny, bending and moving easily and gracefully, flexible.
Supple?
Her supple fingers.
See, that don't even sound right.
What the hell? Why do we describe breast as supple?
Verb make more flexible.
I mean, titties are.
Titties are just fun bags.
Yeah. And it says, what does supple breasts mean? And it still says the same thing, bending easily without damage.
Maybe those were for the fake titties.
You know what I wish life would go back to? When life was a secret.
That's how I live my life.
That's how you have to get rid of the internet.
Yeah, like you remember how like you knew who sold drugs, but you never said it out loud.
No.
Like I don't know that you sell drugs, but you do something. It's kind of
interesting that you're always having on some brand new J's.
Right, like,
I've never seen the same thing twice, sir.
Right. It's like I don't think you sell pussy, but you might be engaging in some after dark activities. Because I don't know how you pay.
Dominatrix.
I don't know how you paying for all this. Don't go to work.
It definitely kicked in. I was about to say something I definitely wasn't supposed to say. But
you could have said it, and we would have been okay.
Life should
I
go
found
back
out
to
somebody I know was a dominatrix, and it intrigued me.
And that's what I was about to say. I was like, I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I wouldn't mind.
It's an intrigue.
You want to wear leather and whoop a nigga?
It's not always about the whooping.
Exactly.
It's a control thing.
Yeah.
It's like having an individual literally do everything you tell them to do, or else.
I like how you tell me what it's not about, but never decline that you're not into that. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's not about the whooping. So you're saying you don't want to whoop it? I didn't say that. Just said it ain't about it.
I don't know why.
What they want.
What with her? I'm no longer. I have come to the realization when it comes to her, assume she does everything and let her prove it wrong. That's the mistake we made. We assumed that she was wholesome.
I am wholesome.
She's just a hoe.
Hey.
Some of the time.
You know.
For the right person.
Definitely not. It's just
You're a classy hoe.
special gentleman.
I like the classy
You know.
nose.
A special gentleman.
You saying classy nose?
Are they like jazzy hoes?
Like you
Are
said,
jazzy hoes? What was a jazzy hoe? Like what
Right.
legitimately was a jazzy hoe?
you sound like
And why is this? It's bringing me still like, no, I'm thinking of Gigolo by Nick Cannon. That beat came up and I was like, classy hoe.
no, like the sophisticated
Gigolo.
nose, like you do like the hand, bro.
I do boudoir photo shoots. I do boudoir photo
over
shoots.
your stomach and then you cross
That's-
your legs so you can't
That's
see the
what I
vagina,
do.
but you know it's a vagina there.
Something like that. I mean, I do boudoir shoots. I've also done
Can we
nude.
stop using that big ass word here?
I've done nude shoots and stuff
It's
like
a
that as well.
boudoir.
Because it is a boudoir,
What? That's French for what?
Bougie motherfucker.
pretty much. Look, I'm looking.
I was starting to think that Bordeaux was like French for purple.
That's Berlot.
sure?
Yes.
And y'all talk about me.
I
Bordeaux?
cannot do this with y'all.
That's the color of my shoes, though.
Yes, that's a color wine.
Hey, fam, why are there so many different types of Captain Crunch?
I don't know.
There's a blueberry
Why are you
pancake.
looking
one.
up Captain Crunch?
No, I'm TikTok. If nothing makes sense, it's always TikTok.
Well, there's a bunch of cinnamon French toast crunches I just found out.
Yeah, there's a blueberry pancake one.
You like pancakes?
I do.
You like a waffle or a pancake?
It depends.
You like crepes, don't you?
Yes.
Fancy ass. I know.
Oh,
You like crepes, though?
Yes, I was actually talking to my babies about crepes the other day.
some strawberry
With
whipped
the
cream
whipped cream.
ones. Mm.
Try the blueberry, they
I
fire.
was just gonna say blueberries fire too.
Crepe.
Blueberry.
Mhm.
You ever been to France?
I have not, but I would love to because my
You wanna be a nigga in
lineage
Paris?
is my lineage is
You
French.
is everything.
my last name is Valmont is French.
Yeah, it sound like some
Wait,
Castlevania
how you
shit.
say it?
Mhm. Valmont.
One more time.
Valmont.
I'm for real. I think ain't that the last name of the character from Castlevania?
Might
I
be.
think so.
You
I
know
do-
the time,
I do have a
I've
widow's
you're-
peak.
So you're part vampire.
I mean, I do have a widow's peak.
been not
Oh.
saying them like
I don't even say. You been saying Velmont?
that. Yeah, I think in my head.
Yeah, that's not it.
Because you know niggas say it the way we want to.
Oh, same thing with my first name. When I get called Sharita, when there's clearly no H anywhere around the vicinity of my name.
Well, you not Sharita? I thought you were.
I'm really not.
Sharita Velmont.
That's a whole other person in these streets.
That is definitely somebody. That is definitely a bitch who Sharita Velmont. She's a nerdy chick.
Not too much on anybody named Sharita. Shout out to the lady that does my hair. Her name
No,
is Sharita.
Sharita Velmont is definitely a nerdy chick. So she's into nerds, to like comic books, anime, video games. She's a little tubby.
Why she got me a little?
I fuck.
She's a little tubby. Still fuckable because
She
she
got
always
glasses?
cool. She's supposed to wear glasses, but she don't.
She light skin.
No, she definitely dark skinned.
Dark skin.
She definitely like my complexion. Definitely my complexion.
She got big hair,
Probably.
But she don't like to comb it.
so she just got a big afro.
It's
Like,
his
she
hair.
she do like a puff ball.
Yeah, she's his
Oh,
hair. It's hair.
I'm on
It's
that.
hair.
She
She
prob-
loud. She loud,
Nah,
but she's unapologetically loud. Like
Mm.
that's awesome.
you know when she's in the room,
That's
but
awesome.
she's great to be around.
That's also disgusting.
Not really.
For you, maybe that's not
All
what
right,
I
I'm gonna
want.
have to run upstairs real quick. Yeah, I'm about to do the hood thing. I'll be right back.
But with that being said, we've come to the end of this episode.
we don't have to end the episode.
No, we can
because
end
of
it
me.
anyway. I need buffer time to get this.
Oh,
heifer.
all the stuff together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to go ahead and thank Serita for coming in early. That way, I make sure she's on time.
See what it really is about people is
So
how
she
he's
ain't
trying to make
rolling,
sure that
right?
I'm here and I am here.
Make sure you check us out as we continue on the Women That's Pod
Can,
series.
can I say one more thing?
I'm gonna let you plug everything.
Okay, cool. I'll let you finish. though.
Before we get out of here, see she jumped the gun.
I do, but I gotta plug my stuff.
Go get your food and then come back.
I'm plugging. I thought you said for me to plug.
You said he's upstairs now, right?
Well, yeah.
Go get him before they run off with your shit. You ordered DoorDash. You didn't ask for your man to bring you food. This is DoorDash. Hordash. Before we wait for her to come back and before we end the show, one.
What's up?
Okay, so we were talking about, Kanye and North and Kim earlier. Something came across my timeline the other day, and I want your opinion on it.
What's up?
Okay. Every last woman in the Kardashian Jenner family are single women, right? Like none of them's married. I don't think none of them is married.
Yeah, I think they're all single. Now.
They all single.
But I think the one who was married to
Tristan is not even there no more.
no, the other one who was married to the crazy ass white dude.
Yeah, they're divorced too.
Okay, so they've been divorced.
Yeah, I know they've been divorced on the show.
Or Disney, I think that's what they was called.
Right. Why are they not referred to as baby mamas?
I mean, who does it refer to them as baby mama?
Nobody does. Nobody says the Kardashians are baby mamas.
Does
They
Khloe,
do.
Does
They
Khloe
do.
have kids?
Yeah, all of them have kids, pal. They all have kids.
And then-
Courtney had kids before they even started the show. Kim had kids after Kanye, of course. Khloe had kids. I think she has one with
Well,
Tristan.
because I feel like
But they all are baby mamas.
yeah, but once you upgrade,
Really?
you don't really get like once you upgrade and this shit goes bad, your level is different. I don't know how, but it is. Like when you go from being a girlfriend to a wife, and then within you being a wife, you become a mother. Once you get demoted from being a wife, you don't go to being a baby mama.
Okay.
You're now a co-parent.
But
See,
they,
I feel like it's just different.
Okay,
but they do a lot of baby mama-ish shit. And
That's a fact.
And then the what's the two Jenner girls' name?
Kylie and whatever.
Yeah, neither one of them.
Kendall.
Kendall definitely ain't never been married. Kylie ain't been married, and she got a weird.
Is that the one with the baby with Travis Scott?
Yeah, and
they
got
got 2 kids.
She's a baby mom,
and they got a weird ass triangle when you look at it. Because with Tiger and Black China, that's a whole baby mama drama situation.
Speaking of Tiger, he's messing with Avril Lavigne.
He's messing with her.
That's
Avril
wild.
Lavigne.
Is it really wild? I don't think that's wild.
I don't know why
To
they
me
keep
it
saying
is.
Avril Lavigne is dead.
They've been saying a lot of people.
They was
dead.
like she kicked the bucket in 2002, but no.
But why? But why are they not referred to as baby mamas? So let's take the Kardashians. At least every last one of them been married and then divorced.
Right.
So we'll give them co-parenting titles. But them two little heifers over here,
Yeah, Kendall, she's a baby mom.
they baby mamas.
Kendall's a baby mom.
But why don't we call them that?
Yeah, talk to her. Yeah, talk to the internet about that one.
No,
That's actually how
we
it
gotta
came
talk to
up.
Chris.
Chris is trying to get them to tell their bad relationship story on Hulu now.
That's what I just
Chris
said.
pimps
Talk to
the
Chris.
fuck out of her kids.
Yes.
Okay, I want y'all to understand that this
She got
white
6
woman.
of them, and she gonna make money off of every single one of them.
I don't know.
That's a Scorpio.
I don't know what I don't know
And
what
he's
her daddy
necessary.
did to her growing up, but
He died early.
but Chris pimps the fuck out of her kids, the fuck out of them. OJ did her wrong or something, or he taught her how to do it right. I
Yo.
don't know.
Did y'all see the OJ statement?
Oh Lord, what this man done said now?
So there's always been that rumor that says which is Chloe.
Chloe is
And
his.
Chloe is OJ's kid. And OJ was like, he was like, Chris was fine or whatever, but I always dated supermodels.
Yikes!
Imagine you waking up and the juice just called you mid on like all of social media.
But no, he didn't call you mid. He just stated the fact that he kept bad bitches on deck. So Chris was never on his radar.
Super bad bitches make your average pretty bitch look kind of mid.
We never said she was pretty.
I mean, I'd fuck Chris.
It's like saying, okay, I'm gonna use you as an example. If we have women like Serita around us all the time, every woman gives you Serita vibes. Okay.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, one of my sisters come and visit. Okay. Now I don't have ugly sisters, but I don't, of course, you don't look at them like that because they my sisters. You're not gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and holler at Tone's sister. No, you're accustomed to your women looking like Sarita. So that's the only type of women that will always be on your radar, no matter how mid or pretty or whatever. You just don't see her like that. Plus, OJ and his lawyers, they were cool. These my boys. We family for life. Chris could have just been like one of the guys. Chris could have been Ravi to us.
OJ called this bitch mid.
No, Juan wanted to be that. He called her mid.
Right, exactly. Because you keep on harping on the mid.
He wants it to be a bad thing. He just said, I've dated bad bitches.
That's
She
not a
was never
bad
on
thing if somebody call you mid, fam. You just
To me, it is.
you're not as pretty as the rest of the bunch. That don't make you any less pretty, but you're
Juan.
not as pretty as others.
If you are constantly in a circle of 8s and 9s,
Right.
and then a random person tells
Random
you,
6 comes through.
and a random person says, you're just a 6. You gonna tell me that you're not gonna get offended because somebody called you a 6?
Me personally,
Just in general, like you've always been told that you're an 8 or 9, and an average bitch who's crazy over you calls you a 10 or 11 every once in a while. But you all your estimated average has been 8 or 9.
I would not.
Then all of a sudden somebody calls you a 6. You telling me that that's not gonna bother you?
in the moment it might be, but as you know, there's different things for different people.
Calling somebody mid is calling them a 6, bruh.
Okay, so in OJ mind,
Actually, more
Chris
like a
Jenner
5.
is a 6.
In OJ mind, Chris wasn't on his radar to even categorize. That's like ask, hey, I need you to rank Ravi 1 through 10.
Just because she's not on my radar doesn't mean she can't get rated. I'm still a dude.
But still, you're not gonna feel right ranking her.
Why would I not?
Because if she's one of the homies, she's already got a strike against her. If she's not the type you talk to, she already has a strike against her. So you're not going to give her an accurate ranking
I didn't
system.
say it would be fair. I didn't say it'd be accurate. But you make it seem like I can't do it.
It's wrong. And he's not. That's why he didn't say, no, I would never have talked to Chris because she's not the supermodels I date. He said, I date 8 and 9s. I've always dated 8 and 9.
I don't fuck no 6s, man. Get these 6s the fuck out of here.
He just,
Only 6s we rocking is the ones on my feet. I ain't even wearing 6s.
Juan just want to hate on her so
I
bad.
don't hate her, bro.
I
mean, because she like black men.
She's just mid, bro.
I've only seen her as old, so I can't say whether or not she would have got the wood or not. I don't like white women anyway, so she's already just disqualified up top.
You take 2 black actresses, like they're all pretty, but some look better than others. Everybody.
That's subjective.
Lauren London or Sanaa Lathan?
I'm personally going Sanaa Lathan, but that's not to say Lauren London ain't fine. I just like Sanaa Lathan better than Lauren London.
Why would you pick Sanaa over Lauren? You're not. There's no wrong answers. I just asked you why. Because I would pick Sanaa too.
Personality was fire. She's like to sit in the park and like read. And I know, like coming from me, that sounds wild, but like, yeah, I go sit in the park with you, Indian style. Take my kicks off. We can read a book on the blanket.
Oh, so she's reading to you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get a little education.
See, Sanaa Lathan doesn't look like a book reader to me. Sanaa Lathan looks like she's funny, but she's sarcastic funny.
See, I can
Like we can sit
I
there
can
and
deal
just
with that.
we can have arguments about black shit all day as we talk about white people. And she'll educate me on some shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren London looks like she's a good time, but not a long time.
Wow.
Like we'll have fun, we'll kick it, but you'll turn into one of the homies over time.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't date you.
Yeah, after watching her and you, I was like, I'll see that.
Like you'll turn to one of the homies.
You give off these kind of vibes in real life. Okay, I get it.
Same thing with Ashanti. Shanti will eventually become one of the homies.
Mm-hmm.
I have to skeet on those sideburns.
Oh my, so disgusting.
Ew.
Well, they said it's good for the skin. Well, it depends on how you eat.
I was gonna say how you
eat horribly.
Noxzema.
Yeah, if you have a bad diet, then
You have a bad diet, though.
That's void.
My bad diet. No, it's not that bad. I sneak some fruit in there.
The fact that you have to sneak.
I drink water. I
Exactly.
drink a lot of water,
You still eat a lot of fried food.
but I drink a lot of water.
That's
I don't know if that balances out right.
It doesn't.
I feel like y'all hate it.
No, we
I
just
feel
want
like
you to
the
be the
fact that
best you can be. That's
feel
all.
like
I am the best of me.
you
Oh, that's
opted
perfect.
to skeet on her sideburns. It's quite disturbing.
So, is there anything you would like to plug before we get out of here?
Of
Miss,
course.
Lamont?
Franklin Saint or Meech.
Oh.
Why is Aaron making a big deal about his dick being out? So, see, that's another reason why I don't be on. I don't watch TV.
Who's making a big deal about it?
I was on Twitter and I rarely be on Twitter
Okay.
unless it's Tuesday because it's Titty Tuesday. So then I'll be on Twitter.
So can
You
I
just answered your question right there, Juan.
And then
Why is it that it's okay for us to go crazy over Titty Tuesday, but there's a problem if women go crazy over or dick out weekend? Let the women seen a good dick, they liked it, they went crazy over it.
okay,
Let them
so
have
that's
their
just
moment.
what it was.
Just let them have their moment.
Okay, like I didn't understand the uproar. Like, 'cause
Yeah, he
I
actually,
ain't been watching the second season.
he had
of
a sex
BMF.
scene. He had a sex scene where he fucked the stripper,
Oh, okay.
and his Johnson was Johnsoning
It-
for the
it-
women.
It was the Woody with the Woody.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I feel it. I
and
just didn't know what the uproar was.
and women was like, "Oh my god, it looks big. Is that really his? We don't know, but we like it because we're horny little fucks." And that's
Oh,
basically what it,
I thought he was out here with the fake dingling.
I don't. It's a movie.
I mean, if they
I mean,
pan the camera down and you can't really tell.
yeah,
you
from
know.
what I heard, you can't tell. I mean, but also on P Valley, dicks be out all day, and
Yeah.
we don't. know.
I don't know if I want to up close and personal to tell people like, "No, it was real." Like,
No, they're believe me.
I don't
there's-
want to be that guy.
Believe me, there's
You're
there's
not,
people
'cause
on
it's
the
women,
internet.
it's not
Yeah, there's
men.
people on the
Right,
internet
no,
that do it
I'm
for
saying,
you.
I didn't want to be out here debunking niggas' conclusions.
No, I
Like,
let
oh no, I got the real answer. No.
no, I let them have their
I don't
moment.
have it. I don't have it.
The only person who can tell you the real answer is
It's
people is him. And
I don't want him to say it.
and if everything is
funny.
being said positively, he's not going to argue it,
Right.
whether it's true or not.
So can I be honest? I have not watched BMF at all, so I don't know who you're referring to. As far as the actor, so I would need to see who he is, and I've only watched one episode of Snowfall.
I can see that.
So
I can see you like watching,
You just watched
Woman King like 27 times, and
no,
Yeah.
not that. I
Yeah,
just
huh,
don't watch a
watching The
lot of
Color
TV
Purple?
and movies.
why not?
I'm more of a documentary person.
Have you watched the BMF documentary?
That I have not.
Hmm.
I mean, I know who Meech is, like in
I'm just
general,
playing-
but I
of
mean, I
course,
don't.
you were alive
Why-
during the era.
Yeah, but
Why
I
do
mean,
you
I don't
watch
know who the
documentaries?
character is that's playing.
It's his actual real son playing him.
Okay.
His actual real son is playing him in the role.
Why do you like documentaries?
Did you ever watch Euphoria?
Nope.
That's a show you should watch.
What do
Okay.
you watch?
I just told
You
you.
told you watch
You
documentaries.
you watch everything. You keep it all the way real.
You watch true crime.
You don't want nothing fake in your life.
Oh, I love true crime.
See, told you.
You think the Earth's
First
flat, don't
48.
you?
I never said that.
I'm just asking.
No, and I like watching like stuff about astrology and things like that too. So history. all
Calling
that.
me now
Stop it.
for your free tarot reading. Oh,
So as he's trying to talk about me, that means it's time for me to plug what I'm
Plug
plugging.
away.
So first thing up
What
is
plug?
that's not it.
Oh.
Wrong person. She's not here yet. As far as for me, I have been featured on WJMR, Jammin' 98.3, in the That's What She Said segment. So definitely feel free to let me know how you feel about the segment. Comes on multiple times a day, so like 5 to 7 times a day, usually during the beginning of the hour with the commercial break. So there you have it. So like I said, let me know. Also too, I have a course that I am going to be launching the end of this month that is for holistic pain management called the Alleviation Agenda. So if it is something that you're interested in participating in, as I mentioned, it's an intro to holistic pain management, and it also is an 8-week course. So if you're interested, feel free to go ahead and shoot me a DM, Serita Valmond. That would be the name. Also, I am chronically resilient on IG. So those are some of the things I have going on. Also, almost forgot one more thing. Women's empowerment event that's going to be held on March 18th, next Saturday, at Earth Angel Studio. I'm going to be a keynote speaker with some other beautiful ladies as well, and it is a vendor event. So
Hey, where's Earth Angel Studio located at?
it is located at the Sherman Phoenix in the upper level towards the back.
It's located on the third floor. You gotta
like-
find that one.
There's 3 levels to this place.
Yes, that's where the old
It's the back.
Embody used to be in.
You know when I told you that I was looking at getting the studio on the third floor,
Yeah.
but it was like, no, because there's a lot of goddamn stairs back there. That's where
it.
it is.
Yep.
Fuck coming to see you with all them stairs.
You'll be surprised.
A lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people support one. Everybody's not lazy. People actually walk
You
upstairs.
right.
You know, it is health and wellness.
I mean,
You know.
support you. Just they gotta find me an elevator.
There is no elevator in the
That is the
Phoenix.
number one thing I feel they need to work towards getting is an elevator in this building. But you're gonna have to really do some construction to make that possible.
And they might not want to because it's a historic building.
Right.
So
And I don't really need nobody in a wheelchair to come down here.
that's just rude.
No. What I'm saying is if I ever have a point where I have a guest or a show where someone is in a wheelchair, I
You're
have
gonna
the
go
ability
to
to
them.
come to them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have the ability to
Okay.
come to them.
All right. I just want to make sure it sounded better because it didn't sound that good in the beginning. So thank you for the clarity.
Sounded
I
right to
appreciate
me.
it.
Won't need no handicapped people down here fucking on my flow.
Whoa.
I'm just. These are jokes.
It's rude that he said
These-
that and funny at the same
Right.
time.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, whoa.
There's a chick on my TikTok who's
These
in a
are
wheelchair and she is funny as hell.
Mhm.
She keeps me laughing.
These are jokes.
I know, but you got to be careful. Not everyone can take a joke.
Oh, we learned that about the internet.
So what can you do?
Can you take a punch?
I don't have to.
Well, I ain't asking you. I'm asking people who can't take a joke.
Mm.
'Cause if you can't take a joke, then you obviously can take a punch. So you must want to fight about it. So I advise you
that's why I
just-
started laughing because I already knew where you were going.
I advise you to sit back and take these jokes. Because they're a lot, they heal a lot easier than some fucking bruises. I'm just saying.
Oh, Juan. Well, everyone,
When am I
Think
gonna get
we're-
to be on the Spiritual Alchemist show?
we got to talk about it and see because I already have Uncle Tommy's always there. So
The backyard again.
You know,
Mhm.
Sarita don't. She might not let me on the show because I use.
I'm gonna
certain
see if I can
words.
I'm gonna get somebody to have the cartoon draw y'all two together, and I'm putting it on the shirt. And y'all are gonna be the backyardigans.
That's fine. I think that'd be adorable.
All right, so we appreciate y'all for coming out, and hanging out with the Death Fresh Show. I am the pod guy, aka Young Fresh. Tone is the nigga to directly in front of me who is off camera, as you cannot see. He's got this Eagles hat on. So shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. You know WrestleMania is gonna be in Philly next
Are
year,
you?
Tone.
I already got a plan. Kill two birds with one stone.
You want
Oh.
to?
I'm going to Philly and WrestleMania at the same time.
I mean, boy, outside of WrestleMania, did you just
I'm
historical reason why you wanted to go visit Philly?
It's fucking Philly.
You want to run up the stairs like
Like-
Rocky?
Like, right? No,
Niggas don't run up the stairs.
I walk up the stairs just to take a picture with the
Like
thing.
niggas don't run up the
I'm not running
No,
up
I
the
mean,
stairs.
one, Philadelphia has history, period. So even, but you have to remember, Philadelphia has history both black and white. Because if anything, I need to find that basketball court. I need to find that basketball court where Will got spent around. Because
Why? Do you think that's a real court?
it's got to be a real court, bro. It's got to be one. Got to be a real court.
I
Well,
say you Google
that
and
should
find
look-
out.
You guys got to be a real court.
That
dog.
should look like it's probably in a slum.
It don't matter.
Yes, it
It'd be
does.
funny enough, actually, it's in California.
I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad.
They filmed all of this in one spot.
Right.
I'll be so mad. Like, bruh, you couldn't use a regular basketball court in Philly. Bro, you from Philly. Something in this video got to be Philly, dog.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go ahead and definitely. I gotta Google it.
No, that's during basketball season. I mean, if I get there earlier, there might be an actual Philly game going on. So I might be able to catch the 76ers playing. Then you got access all weekend. And of course, you got WrestleMania on those 2 days.
But would you want to buy tickets for both days?
If I'm going to do it big. Because literally, think about it. You already getting an Airbnb in this situation, right? You probably already got a flight in regards to the situation. So flying out on Monday is actually cheaper than trying to fly out on Saturday and Sunday anyway. So I'm already there. The second night, I don't have to be up close like I was the first night. Matter of fact, I don't even got to be close on either nights. It's got to be close enough to see.
I come back into the conversation, let you know it's 18th and Wallace Street in Fairmount neighborhood of Philadelphia.
Boom.
And
Sound
so
like
it's
a real safe neighborhood.
Spring Garden neighborhood,
Mm.
which is to the north, and it's part of the Clemente Park and Playground.
I guarantee you that that's a historical area right now.
Yeah, I saw that on Gangway.
Yeah, probably did. Look, the one thing about me as a black Negro is hood knowledge is universal. So if you can move around the 53206, you can move anywhere.
Well, also too, they wanted to note that it is not in West Philadelphia.
I was okay with that part.
But they said that it's actually Fairmount is situated just on the cusp of North Philadelphia, a mile or two outside of the downtown area, not West Philadelphia.
See, it's by downtown, so it's a little safe.
I don't know.
I said a little.
What about Hillside?
I said a little. But here's the thing about me. I grew up in Latin Park next to Hillside, so I'm already familiar with how to move. When you move, I move. So I'm cool with that. I can roll with that. At the same time, I'm not stupid like some tourists is. When you go over there and say, that's a shifty looking Negro, I'm going to go over here and mind my business for about 5 to 10 minutes to see what the shifty Negro is about to do. Okay, he was just a regular bum dude trying to get somebody to give him some dollars. Right. It's safe. If I see a shifty Negro, you give the Negro the head nod. If he gives you the head nod back, you safe. Okay. If you give him the head nod and he look at you, all right, baby, let's go. It's kind of let's just go ahead and over here and we out of here. Because some shit about to pop off. Don't
Yeah.
Drive slow.
Oh man, I can't wait to go to Detroit this summer.
And then the fact that he's geeked about Detroit. Like there's really something fun to do in Detroit.
Nah,
I mean dispensaries.
Yeah, see, that's really what I'm going for. We are going to watch SummerSlam, and then we are going to go to a dispensary, and we're going to get some good food. Now, whatever else them other shiftless Negroes who want to be there want to do, got nothing to do with me.
Look,
why ain't trying to be in nobody's bar at 2:00 in the morning?
See, here's where the Detroit situation, you are 150% dropping the ball at. We have the switchblades. So what that means is they know the good dispensary, they know the good safe hangouts, they know how to have a good time.
Oh, I'm with whoever.
So why would I want to smoke weed and stay in the Airbnb when I have the switchblades to kick it with?
I'm just trying to be wherever it's safe at, bro.
I feel what you're saying, but I don't want to have the Atlanta incident to happen all over again.
I was fine.
But that was the problem. We went all the way to Atlanta to stay in the Airbnb and just be high.
I was mad I ain't bring my ex.
We could have did that in Menominee Falls. Okay? We didn't go nowhere to find out. For you, as an average black individual in the state, you might as well say the state of Atlanta, because literally
the state of Atlanta.
Okay, the state of Atlanta, because most niggas don't know nothing outside of Atlanta if you ain't from Georgia. Okay, ain't even like the United States of Atlanta. You know, this is the Yin Yang album. We didn't go to see no fucking rappers. We only went to Lenox Mall, which if we would have talked to somebody from Atlanta who would have told us it's not where it's at, and we didn't do nothing but eat the food that we could have ate here. That was the only problem I had. I need a do-over. But I'll stay in the same area, though. I'll stay in the same area, but I got to go do nigga shit.
Fair enough.
Because you are in the home of the niggers.
Right.
It's been right now. We just waiting on Mimi to get here.
I want to eat my food.
Oh, eat your damn food.
I don't want to eat on
With that being said, because they want to eat, you don't know how to slide over to the next chair.
You ate on fucking air last week.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying not to, though.
Hey,
I feel like that's all I'm doing.
We are out of here. Peace.